Hey guys, we're live. We're starting out with today's topic. Today we will be building out a landing page with a GrooveSell embedded checkout option, and also I'll show you some tips and tricks that you may need to use later on in your builds. Before we start, I will just share the link for this live session that we have at this moment for everybody that mentioned that they are interested in coming. Let me just refresh it. We're here. Okay, so just copy this over. Okay. 5. Here we go. So I have a couple of people joined already. Hello guys, welcome. It's good to have you here. I'm just posting in this event. Unfortunately, we cannot connect our event here on Facebook to the platform we're using here on StreamYard, so I'll just need to do it manually sometimes like this. But yeah, welcome. Today we are building a landing page and we'll embed a GrooveSell checkout. So people who want to start selling their own products, they can do that. We have a couple of people already joining in. Here's Don saying hi. Welcome everybody. In case you're joining in, please type in your name that you're here so we can see. We can say welcome to everybody. Here we have Ganesh saying hello. Hi, Ganesh. Here's Eric. Perfect. Hi, guys. It's good to have you here. So yeah, we have a couple of things to do for today. I think you will be happy with this live stream. I will try to make it as short as possible, but as detailed as possible so that it encompasses everything there is to know about this building out pages with your own products. So let me see who is here. I have Joseph here. Hi, Joseph. Welcome. I have Mei Ling saying hello. Hi. Tom is here. Andy. We have a couple of people here. Julie. Yeah, a couple more people. Unfortunately, I cannot see their names. However, guys, in case you're joining in the first time, please head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. This is StreamYard is the platform we're using at this moment. And then once you activate, basically approve StreamYard to have access to your profile picture and the name, we will not be seeing Facebook user over here below my cursor, but we will be seeing people like this one. So Andy approved StreamYard, and now I can see his name and the profile picture. So in case you're joining in for the first time, please head over to StreamYard and approve. Then we'll be able to communicate. I can see your profile image and everything. I just want to mention that we also have Donna Fox here. She is helping me moderate the comments and basically answer the questions in the meantime. So in case you want to say hi, Donna, it's the time.
Hi, David and everyone. This is a beautiful way to get started on a Monday morning. For me, it's just 9 a.m. and sat down at my desk about an hour ago, and Dave said, hey, I'm doing a live stream. And I thought, oh, I'll join. Why not?
Perfect. Thank you very much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Let me just and keep getting the notifications on my phone that people are writing the comments in. So I just turned off the volume and everything. So I have our wonderful Roger here. Hi. Eric Benson join us. Thank you very much for joining in. Yes, I think we can start slowly. We have 43 people joined us at this moment. I'll do just a quick introduction one more time so everybody knows what we will be doing. And then, yeah, I think we can start. So guys, today we will be building out a landing page with embedded GrooveSell checkout, as you can see here on this side. This is something that a lot of people were asking me how to do that, because you may want to start selling your own products. And then set up a page selling your own product in GroovePages and GrooveSell. And there is a couple of tips and tricks that you may know, you may not know in case you don't experiment with this product, but you don't have to. In case you join a stream like this, I am going to do step-by-step everything, explaining what you need to do. I'll just mention one more time, in case this is your first time joining us on live stream, please head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. This will allow StreamYard, the platform that we're using to stream simultaneously on multiple platforms, to be able to see your name and the profile picture. Let's say I want to say hi to Marek, to Joseph, Jim. I can see their names and their profile pictures. However, for somebody that joined us for the first time, it would look like this: a Facebook user, and then I cannot see the profile picture. So please just head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. This will allow me to answer your question here, and then of course show up your name with the question. So I just want to make some rules how this will be working. I want to set up some rules for questions. There are two types of questions. There are some general questions like, will there be a replay? Short answer, yes. Will there be this? Will there be that? When is the update coming? When is this? So these are general questions, and I would like to ask you, in case you can do this for us, for me, and for Donna, to be able to track it easily. So in case you have a general question, just put question and some stars next to it, and then your ask, basically, then you can ask your question. This will allow us to scroll through everything and then see, okay, this is a general question, we can answer that separately, or we can get this in the Q&A section at the end of the whole thing. In case I'm working on something in GrooveSell, in GroovePages, I press the button that you didn't see or don't understand quite well what you need to do, please write a hold up question. So just type in hold up with some stars and then ask your question. This will let me know that, okay, there is a question in regards to this one. I need to slow down and really dive into this one. I will read out your question out loud so everybody can see it, and then I will answer it in case this is a hold up question. In case this is just a normal, regular question, just please type this one, and then we'll get it answered in the Q&A later on, or Donna will take it over and she will type in the answer quickly. So today we are going to do a couple of things. I broke it down into 10 simple steps. The first is the introduction. I will be showing you what we will be working on. Then we will be diving in and actually setting up the landing pages with the embedded checkout and the full page checkout. I'll show you in a second. Then we will set up a thank you page with a download link. In case you are working on your product that is a digital product, an ebook, downloadable PDF, or I don't know, some printables or audio downloads. This is basically for that. You can set up a thank you page with a link taking you to the product, taking you to your own ebook or something like that. And then this we will be focusing today. I will be going step by step, working on a product that is a digital product. There is the same thing is applicable. Very similar steps are applicable in case you're selling a physical product, but I will mention it during the build, so you will be able to follow there. We'll jump into GrooveSell. This is the platform made free for everybody to use. You can get this by signing up to GrooveSell.com, or you're probably here because you signed up on GrooveSell.com. You have a free account. This is free forever. You can use it for all your products. We will be setting up a product there, and then we will connect it to a page. This can be done on the free GroovePages account that you got with GrooveSell, or in case you're a paid member, you can do that one as well. It doesn't matter. This is a very simple process to follow, so you can do it either or. We'll be setting up a tracking code, and I will explain what the tracking code is and what is it used for. Then the step 8, we will get the links and set up an embed checkout and a button checkout. Basically, we will be putting in the checkout form on our site, and we will make another page that it will have only a button. When somebody clicks on the button, they are transferred over to a checkout page, a full page made for the checkout process. I will be showing you one more thing. This has been published recently, or I think this has been published recently because I haven't seen it before. This is the self-billing dashboard. Let's say your customer purchased your product and they want to access the invoice. So you just send them one link. They can just type in their email and they can access the invoice in case you're selling a subscription product, they can also change their credit cards or cancel the subscription, everything through this self-billing dashboard. So this is very important when you're selling your own products online, so that your customers can basically go in and access and modify the settings of the membership or the product. And then we'll make sure everything is well made. We'll be testing everything out, and then this will be the end of our stream, when we will be answering the Q&As for the general question types. Okay, so the question, how to do this and that, I will be answering that later on, in case Donna didn't answer it yet for you guys. So we have 60-something people over here. I want to just really get into it now and actually show you what we have. Let me just close these Facebooks. So we'll be working on a page that looks like this. This is a simple landing page with a video with some heading, and then this is the embedded GrooveSell checkout widget that we will be putting in, embedding into the GroovePages. And then we will make sure that it works at the end. The second page we will do is a copy of this one. This will not have an embedded checkout, but it will have a button that once it's pressed, it will transfer us over to a full page meant for the checkout, which looks like this. You can do either or. These are two options that are basically pretty simple to do, and I will show you how to do those. And then once somebody purchases, puts in their details here, they make the payment, and they basically get to the end of the checkout process, they will get a thank you page that looks like this one. This is a very simple, I did it in like 2 minutes. You can do yours with more steps, like thank you for purchasing. You can access your product here. Step 1, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook page. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do that. I just want to show you how to connect everything together, but in case you would like to go into more details, this is basically the process you can follow. So this will be our workaround. I will just leave these pages on, maybe not this one, but these 3, and we will be working with these. So we will jump into GroovePages, and then we will go and start our build now. I was talking now for approximately 10 minutes, but I think we are ready to get in and then start working. There is a couple of templates that you can use for this one. You can use, I don't know, this one or this one. Most of the templates you can use for this purpose. However, I would like to show you how to create something from the beginning. You can use this one in case you're selling a book. You can use this one in case you're selling some physical products. But I will just jump in, and as I usually do, I start from scratch. This way I can really go in and show you also how to build a page and how to use the editor while we are building this out together. So let's just analyze this page. So we have 2 blocks. It's a very simple page. We have 2 blocks. One block is over here. This is the header block with a logo and some text over here. And then the next block, you can see here, it has a background image. And then we have a subheading, a heading, a video, and some text. And then on this side, so these are 2-column pages. This is a 2-column block. On the second block, we have an embedded checkout form. Sorry, checkout form. I was working in hospitality, so check-in is a word that comes out of my mouth automatically. But this checkout billing embed form. So let's just go in and then do this one quickly. So as we said, we have 2 blocks. I will just pull in the wireframe blocks. So I want to go over there to blocks. I clicked on wireframes, and I will head to navigation bars. I want to use something like this. I'll just pull in the first one. It has a logo and it has a button. We will be placing some text instead of the button. So I want to go into our Elements tab and then just pull in this one over here, click on the button, and then just delete it quickly. Okay, this is it. Now we have our first block ready to be edited. We'll just pull in the second block. This will also be a pre-made wireframe block. I will just go here to covers, and then let me just see. This has a video on one side, and on the other side it has a checkout form. Let me just find something that is similar to that one. Maybe we can work with this one. So it has a heading, a subheading, and a button. We will just putting in a video instead of the button, and then placing another paragraph text. Let me just click on the second block that we pulled in. So I just clicked here so I can see a star. This means that I'm on the block section of the whole thing. And I will come over here to make sure that I'm on the block. I will click on the background section, choose an image, and I want to basically, you can search through the free stock photos. I will just type in lemon. I'll use this one. This is what I used. I'll just click on this. It is uploading now. And I want to make sure that this plate is on the other side. So I want to have it like this one here, because over here we will have some text, and I don't want the text to be on this side. So I'll just flip it around. You don't have to do this in Photoshop or something like this. You have already tools that you can use. So once you have an image clicked, you can click on this edit button in this image. Once you click it, you have the tools to crop it, to make the picture smaller, and then resize it as you would like. But here there is a rotate button. So I will just click rotate one more time, and now we have this plate on this side. You see? Click confirm. Now it is being saved. I just want to make it a bit smaller. So I have a full HD monitor. I just want to make sure that it is nice there. So 1920 is usually the size that I do. Once you click the update dimensions, you need to wait for this content saved thingy. And then basically once this appeared, then you can just use your picture. So you can see the image is placed in. There is a bottom of the plate, the wooden plate over here. We want to make sure that it is covering the whole section. So I click on the cover, and then one more time. Now the image has been actually placed to cover the whole block, okay? So now we have it as here. And then just to make sure that it is placed in the center, I just clicked one more time here in the align section to the center of the whole thing. So that's it with my background. Now we can see that this is one block, and then this is the other block. We have it separated. Now we know what we are working with. So I want to make sure that we have an embedded checkout form over here. And I want to do that first before I move anything from here. So there is a GrooveSell thingy over here. I will just show you what that does. Once you pull the GrooveSell in here, you get a button. This is very useful in case you just want to sell something quickly. Once somebody clicks on it, they will be transferred over to a full checkout experience, like when we click on this button over here. But this has been not fully developed yet. I was testing it out yesterday evening, and it is still missing a couple of things. So I wouldn't build my pages at this moment using this button. I will show you a workaround. So this button later on, once it's fully configured, fully developed, it will allow you really quickly to just go in and then do a checkout page for this funnel, for this product. I want multiple price point. I want multi-step. And then basically once you click the update, then you have everything set up there. But at this moment, it is not working fully yet. So I will just remove it. And then I will show you what happens when you pull in the checkout embed form. This is basically what we need to do. So I clicked here on the elements tab. I scrolled all the way to the bottom, and I will pull in the checkout embed element. Once you start to position this one, it will not be there as where you want it. So you just place it on the page, and then you can move it around later on. You can see here now, as we are moving it around, it is being placed somewhere on the page. Okay, so now this is below this video. Let me just make sure that it is placed correctly. Okay, I want this here, and I want the video. I want to move this video somewhere else. So let me just move this over here. This is where I want my video. I want to do a page like this. So it will have a subheading, heading, a video, and then some paragraph text. And on this side, I want to have my checkout form. So this is what we just made now. I have my checkout form here, and then heading. I will pull my subheading above the heading, and then I don't need a button. So I'll just remove the button. I clicked on it on the trash can, and then I just want to confirm the deletion, and then just pull in a paragraph text below. Perfect. So now basically this is looking almost the same as this one. We just need to go in, edit, basically put in the video, pull in the right text, and then do some sizing on it. So over here in the subheading, I just wanted to say get free shipping on your order of. I'll just copy it over. Okay. In the heading, I want to say lemonade, the drink that helps. This is a play of word because I'm David Lemon, and then it's a lemonade, you understand? You can make it a product. It's a pun that is funny for me. And then in the paragraph, I just want to copy this over. I was thinking maybe to do a section like a live stream in a weekend, like a Q&A session with me called Lemonade, so I can help you, I can aid you with the problems that you have in the page building, but this is just highly theoretical at this moment. Okay, let's just go on with the building. So I want to make sure that the offer applies to US orders only is bolded. I love it. Gary says, lol, it's funny. I think so too. So offer applies to US orders only is bolded and has an underline. So I will just double click on this text over here. I will select this text only. I'll make sure that it is bolded and has an underline. And then I want to make sure that secure your pre-order here is, let's see, this text over here is said love lemonade. I love it. I want to make sure that the secure pre-order is a button. Basically, it's a clickable element. What somebody clicks on it, it can lead them somewhere else to like a contact form or something. So this is how you can choose text and make it on a clickable link. So once you select the text, you can click over here to the chain icon, and then the text you selected, once clicked, will go to this address. So let's just send people to Google. Not that they need a bit of more traffic. Everybody uses Google nowadays, but this is something that can be typed in quickly. So you can see now this text that we selected and made as a link. So Donna said we should call David's trainings lemonade. I think as well, this is a good play with words. Okay, so we selected this text and we made it as a link. I just want to make sure that it doesn't stand out very much on the page. So I just select it and then make sure that it is black. So if somebody clicks over here, they are transferred over to the link that you set up, but it doesn't stand out. It doesn't invite people to, okay, I need to click on there. We have this text, we have this text, we want to just pull in the video. So I just went over to YouTube and then just got the video. I just typed in lemonade. Okay. And then there was a YouTube video that I took. I'll just take this one for now. I'll just copy the link address over here. And this, you can see this is an image. Let's just see here. Yeah, so this is basically an image. Okay, I just want to delete this one and then instead pull in a YouTube video. Okay, here. I click on the video itself, click the configure tab. I'll just paste in everything. And then I want to delete everything that is after the equal sign. So, sorry, before the equal sign. So with the equal sign together, I just want to leave this out. Okay, let's click update. and you can see we have our video at this moment. So we have that in there. Now, in case, this is a trick I want to show you. So in case you don't want the video to start from the beginning, once you go here to the share button, once you click here to the share, you can start a video at certain points. So you don't have to start at the beginning every time. You can just put in, I want to start at, this is a 7.5 minute video. I want to start at 5 minutes. Okay, once clicked. Now it added on a code. So time equals 300. This is 300 seconds, I think, in. So once you just copy in the last part, x, b, question mark, t equals 300, then it will basically start from the 5 minute mark. It's a trick that some may use, some may not, but good to know. Anyway, we have now the video inside, and then we just want to make sure that the styling is nice. Let me just pull this one in as well. Okay, this is the last part of the text, and I want to make sure that all the heading text, it has 424242. This is the hex code I'm using. It's kind of a dark gray. Roger says, wow, something else I'd never seen before. Cool. Yeah, this is an interesting thing that you can use. Let me just go over here and then get free shipping on your order. I want to have the text. I want to have it in a different color. I want to use 77777. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This way, 7, 7. Perfect. Okay. You see, there's a bug now. When I typed it in, my subheading disappeared. Let me just put it back. Revert. For some reason, it disappeared. This is something that we are working on at the moment, guys. So don't worry about that. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I will just pull in another subheading. This happens sometimes when you're building with a page that is in beta mode. Yeah, you understand. So if I don't get the correct color, I will just leave it on black.
Hey, David.
Hello.
Just want to let people know that with that particular bug, I believe if you close out the page and go back in, the text will be back there.
Oh,
so,
let me see. So yeah. Make sure you save, guys, in case you're using the page builder and you have a bug, just save and then refresh before. Otherwise, you may lose all your work that you did. Okay, it didn't appear, but I think because I clicked the undo button too many times.
Yeah, I suspect that might be the case. But I do know that was, I heard that fixed it. So if you encounter that bug, and especially if you have just typed in a whole lot of stuff, you might want to try just exiting and going back into the page first, or refreshing the page before you panic.
Very good. Thank you very much, Donna. So yeah, guys, in case some bug appears, just try to first save, refresh your page, see if it worked. If not, then you can just pull in the element again and then try to work with it again. So let me just try to type in again the color what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Good. It's saved and it stayed. Perfect. So now I have some text over here. You can see it's not in the center, even though I pressed to be centered. I want to just make sure that this one is a bit smaller so I can see. Oh, perfect. So this happened again. So my text disappeared. Let's save and then refresh. Okay, it didn't come back. Never mind. I will just duplicate it and then make this one over here. I'll just design the page quickly, guys. So I'm putting it on Crimson Pro. I want to make it quite big. I want to put it semi-bold. Make it a bit bigger. This way. And now when I click outside, you can see that we have the container selected. We have the container in a green border. we have a layout option that appeared here. So once we click on the layout, we want to make sure everything is centered, and then everything is, we just turn this off, make sure that everything is centered. And this is basically what we need to do. So now you can see we pressed the text element to be centered, and now it is actually centered. So let me just try to edit the color of this one more time. I hope it doesn't disappear one more time. So 4242. Okay, it stayed. Perfect. So now we have the subheading, the heading, and now we just change the color of this one. I will not play with this now. I will just go over here, make sure that this looks good, and then we can just start with resizing the page, spacing it out. So I think that this text needs to be a bit smaller. So I clicked on the text itself, and I just want to resize it. Okay, the bug happened again. Let me just try to go back. It didn't work. So don't worry, guys. When you're watching the replay of this video, it is most probably this bug is already fixed. So this is just something they are working on, you know, in development. Once you add on one feature, another one gets a bug. So this is how it works. Unfortunately, we're working with that as we go. So let me just duplicate and try to pull it in here. Let me just quickly edit this text. I will not be changing the text now because I want to continue with the build. I really want to get to the bottom of how you can go in and make your own product with GrooveSell. So let's just leave this page. I will just space it out a bit. So I click on this one. I want to push down a bit the text below. So I will come here to spacing option. I want to add padding on the bottom of it. Like this one, I will add 5 on this one. So I clicked on the next text on the heading element. I want to just add padding also to the bottom of it. Fortunately, it disappeared again. Let's just set it up on 5 and then save it. Okay. Well, happens. This is the last time I will be editing this text. In case the bug happens again, I will just continue working on. I will not be going back because we'll lose too much time on this one. But as I said, don't worry, this is getting fixed as we speak. So this is it. I just want to push this a bit down as well. Hopefully it doesn't disappear. Okay, so I choose the text. I want to add padding on the top. So I want to push it down so that this stays this way. Yeah, it disappeared. Let's just save it and move on. So we'll just duplicate this page. Let's just publish it. So lemonade 2, because I created these pages are lemonade. You see here, I just want to make sure that this is lemonade 2. Publish. And then let's just duplicate this page. So I created already this page. I don't need to redo everything. I just click here on these 3 dots and then clone. Once I cloned, this is the cloned page. The way you know that this is the cloned page you're working on is once you click on the pages here, you can see that you're working with a home copy. This was the home that we just designed earlier, and this is the home copy. So I want to rename this. This will be our buy button page. We will redo this page so that it doesn't have a checkout embed and a video. We'll make sure that the video is in the middle, and then below the video, we'll just put a buy button. So I just type in, this is the page URL. This will be in the link. As you can see, the page we have created earlier, I created before just to test everything out, was lemonade. Now the next page, the second page, was lemonade buy button. You see, it looks different. And then this buy button, this text over here, is the one you need to type in to the page URL. So we can type in buy button. Okay, and now it will appear lemonade2 /buy button. When you're done, just make sure you click the check arrow, and then this is what we are working with now. Now, what I want is I want to go up here to the container and then basically click the delete button. Now we have one container. This is one element inside, and we want to just click in this container and make sure that the sizing is full. See, now what we did is we had two columns. So one column here, one column here. Now we deleted one column and we just make sure that this column is sized until the edges of the page. So this is what we did at this moment. And we have everything centered correctly. I will try to make this text a bit bigger, like this, and then add on a button below it, as we have here. What you can do is click on the video and work with the sizing. We have a full width. I just want to make sure that it is smaller. So I clicked on width pixels, and this way I can manage the size of the video. What I also did, because I have very bright background over here, I want to put some border behind it. The way I do that one is I can pull in a container over here, place the video inside, and then do a border on the container. You can see we're in the container. We can do, sorry, not the border, but the background, and then now this is white inside. While we are still in this container, we want to make sure that everything is aligned center. So this one is in the center, and then I can add some spacing on the top and bottom. This way, I want to pull in a buy button. This will be just a normal solid button. Okay, and we want to make it say buy now. Good, so I click on the button. I click here to configure. I want to make sure it says buy now. Okay, update. And I will go and design the button. I want to have text in Lato a bit bigger, and then the background to be this bright red. I want it to have corners, basically a bit round, like this. And then I want to just add some spacing inside. You can see we already have some spacing in the bottom. Once we move this, it will disappear. So we have 2 from top and bottom, and then we have 4. I want to make it a bit bigger, like this, to be 8. And then on the top and bottom, I want to make sure it is 2. Perfect. To move it a bit lower from the video, now we have them both together. To move it a bit down, I will just adjust the margin while we are here in the same option menu, like this, and then basically we're good to go. I will not be adding any more text on this page. I have this one over here. I'll just not play around with it anymore. I want to get on to GrooveSell and show you how we can do that. But the next page we need to create is a thank you page. We'll be setting this up next. So once we come into GrooveSell, we have all our pages done. So we are going to the pages section. If we want to create a new page, I want to create a blank page. There is already a thank you page template you can use on your pages. It is looking good. This is the one that I said in case you have multiple actions you want the person to take on your thank you page, you can do this. You can work with this template. However, I will just start from scratch and show you how I created this simple thank you page. So now we have this blank page. I want to make sure that I rename it. This is the first thing. I'm going into edit settings. I want to type in thank you. Okay, and then I'll just put it short TY. So now we have a thank you page. TY is a thank you. This will appear like that. So lemonade/TY. Okay. And then I will be working with blocks. I'm going here to blocks, coming to wireframe blocks, covers, and I'll just take the first one. I will make sure that this one says thank you. I will put it on Crimson Pro, pull it up a bit to be bigger, like this. Okay, and then here I'll just copy over this text. So you can write here what is happening. Basically, this is the information your customers will see. So your your order is being processed. You can access your download here or something like that. You can just type in your text what you would like the customers to take, and then in case you're having a digital product, you can easily just link in your product link to the text using this link icon. So I want to send people over here, okay, and I'll just copy the link that I will be sending people to. Okay, make sure that this is not the ugly blue. I will just pull in a green color. Okay, so now we have a thank you. Now we have this text over here, and the next one I want to do is just pull in a nice icon to bring in a bit more color on the page. So I just scroll down to the media section. I have the icon. I will place it on my page and then place it where I actually want it. Click up here in the corner to configure. Once you choose this text and then type in something, this is the way you can search the icons. Okay, once you click it, it needs a bit of time to actually load in. So I want to put this to be very big, and I'll just use a green color from here, and then basically we're good to go. Yeah, save it. So what I did now, guys, I will just show you over here because I have them open. We created a page that we'll be pulling in our checkout form to. We have a video that people can watch, and then in case they decide to buy, they can come over here and actually purchase the product. The next page we did is we created the same page, but without the embedded checkout form, but with a button. So we will be linking in the full checkout page to this button later on. And then once somebody buys, on the thank you page, I want to deliver my product. So my product is over here. Once somebody clicks on this here icon, they are basically getting my product. I will be revealing what my product is at the end of this video when we are testing everything out. So this is what we built out, and it looks like this. We have the first page. This is the checkout embedded checkout page. This is the buy button, and then the thank you page. You can see these are the URLs. So once it says index, it doesn't mean nothing. Once it's published on a page, Lemonade 2, it will not be Lemonade 2/index. It will stay Lemonade 2. The next page will be Lemonade 2/buy minus button. And then the thank you page will be Lemonade 2/ty. This is the hierarchy of the pages. Once you see this index, you don't need to type in index to load in this page. So I will publish this now on Lemonade 2, and then we will jump over to GrooveSell to set things up. This is the fun part. So I just copied over my URL. This will make it easier later on. So I click on this upper right-hand corner. So now I'll just go through, show you what we did. We set up a landing pages. We set up a thank you page. Now we're on step 4. We are going to set up a product in GrooveSell. So I came over here, I click on GrooveSell. Okay, I can see there's loads of questions coming in. I'm very, very happy to have you done on here because I see people are very interested and engaged. So this is the dashboard you see once you click on GrooveSell. You need to make sure you are in the vendor view. So once you hover over it, you can choose the affiliate view. At this moment, we want to set up our own product, and we want to make sure that we are in the vendor view. The next thing to set up a product is to come over here to funnels, click a product funnels, and then in case you don't have anything here, I was just testing some things out over here. So but we'll start from scratch. You click add new product. So this is this is the fun part of the whole video. This is what I was going to do, but we first needed a page to use. So internal name, I want to sell lemonade. I will sell a lemonade demo. This will be the internal name. The product name will be, or basically the name of the funnel will be lemonade demo as well. And showing how to set up a product. Okay, create a product funnel. Now we created a package. I will show you here. This package is a lemonade demo. What does a package mean? A package is, let's say you have a box, an empty box, and you want to put in some things in this box. These things that you will put into this box are your products. So now the lemonade demo is our box. And once we go into this box, this is where we can put in our products. So we go over here and we click manage products. This will click on this action or the arrow button and manage products. At this moment, we only have one product in the box. This is the lemonade demo. We can put in another product. Let's say this is a lemonade. I want to sell orange juice. This will be another product in our box. I want to sell cucumber juice. I don't know why would somebody drink that one, but we can do that one as well. So we created a box, we created a package that will hold our products that we will be selling. I hope you understand now what we did here. So you can set up different packages for your different businesses or your different funnels. And then inside every package, there is a product that you can set up separately. So this is the lemonade demo. It created already a product for us once we created that package. So I clicked on this orange button. This is the edit button. And now we have this page over here. So you can choose in case you want to have your product as a front-end product, as a main product that you will be selling. Let's say you want to sell bread, but you can also do an upsell, will be a plastic bag. Let's say this is something that is something on the side. So front-end product is the main product you're selling. And then in case you want to set up a separate product, will be let's say the plastic bag. This is set up here in the upsell. But I want to sell lemonade as the front-end product. So I'm happy with that one. I'm just going to the next. So save and next. So this is the fun part, guys. This is where you decide what the price is of your products. So you have a couple of options to play with. So you have a one-time. This is somebody buys, pays, good to go. You have a recurring option. This is a subscription. Basically, I want to buy lemonade as a subscription. Every week, I want to get a bottle of lemonade. And then every week, there is a payment. You can set up the intervals here. So weekly, every 2 weeks, monthly, quarterly, yearly, every 2 years, and things like this. So this is a subscription. This is a recurring. Installments. Installments is good to use once you have a product that is a very, very high ticket product, like not very high, but a couple of hundred of dollars or more. So something that people want to buy, but they don't want to pay everything at the same time. This is, let's say you're selling a laptop. You can buy a laptop for one-time purchase, or you can pay in installments. Installments, that means that you separate the price of the laptop in three different payments, and this is the installment options. So you can choose how many installments you want. You want to sell $1,000 laptop in 3 installments, then you need to separate it here. So I want to sell something in 3 installments, and then basically you can put up the price and then the intervals. This is something that you can play with in case you have a higher ticket product. So basically a product with a higher amount of money that people need to pay. So you can give them an option so they separate the payments. Let's just quickly set up our lemonade. So I want to name the price point as a one, let's say 1 bottle. So 1 bottle of lemonade, I want to sell as a one-time price. I will be very generous and I will be selling a bottle for $2. Yeah, it seems like a good deal. So one payment of a bottle of lemonade. Okay. One-time payment for a bottle of lemonade. You go in, you purchase the bottle, you come out, you have a lemonade. Okay. This is something I am speaking of as lemonade, just so that you understand. I'm separating things. I'm showing you how to set up a digital product funnel and how you can download the product at the end. But this is the same process that you can do with your physical products as well. So this is one price point. Somebody comes in, buys, and leaves. I want to set up a new price point, and this will be a recurring subscription for lemonade. Lemonade subscription. Okay. I will do weekly free of lemonade. This price point description you can write nicely, because this is something the people will see. You can choose if this is the default, if this is the first option the people will be offered to buy or not. I want to leave the 1 bottle. I think more people would purchase a 1 bottle than a subscription. So this is what I would leave as a default. So the subscription I will not leave as a default, but I want to change it to be a recurring payment. I want them to pay. I will set the price for $1.5 weekly. So I give them a slight discount in case they buy. So you can pay with this. You can set up 5 bottles per month, or you can say a one-time option of 12 bottles of lemonade. But I don't want to go into details now on how to set everything up. I explained you the basics of what each of these means, so then you can go in and set this up for your product as you would like. So once you set up a price point that you don't need, here in the right-hand corner, there is a trash can icon. So you can just click on this one and then you can delete it. So now I want to only leave the 1 bottle and then a lemonade subscription. Okay, I'm fine with this one. I'm happy. And then I'm going to click Save and Next. Gateways. This is something that is very important in case somebody wants to buy your product. You need to be able to basically process their payment. So there's a couple of options. You can add on a Stripe or Authorize.net or PayPal standard payments. So I was testing things out. So I will be showing you how you can set up a Stripe account with GrooveSell. PayPal account, there is a video already done on that one. You can check on YouTube or here in the group. In case you would like to set up a payment account with GrooveSell, I did a video on that one separately. But in this live demo, I'll be showing you how you can set up a Stripe account. So I'll just go over here to Stripe. Okay, I hope I'm not logged in already. Yeah, so you can sign in, or you can basically create an account. You don't have to do any payments or anything. You just need to type in your name, your email, and then you're good to go. So this is a test account I was setting up yesterday. Only thing you need to do to be able to have a test account with Stripe is just to verify your email. So it will ask you for your name, last name, and your email. You can create an account. You will see this dashboard, and then you just verify your email. I was using my Groove Digital email address for this test purpose. What you have now is a sandbox account. A sandbox is a testing account where you can actually purchase things and then use it to test out GrooveSell, and this is what we will do. So once you see this dashboard, you come over here to developers option, and then you see this API keys. You click on the API keys button, and then these are the 2 keys. These are the 2 codes that you will need to use to connect Stripe to your GrooveSell account. So let's just copy the publishable key. So this is the first one. Head over to GrooveSell and add a new payment gateway. In case you don't have a Stripe set up yet, you can just add on the name. So Stripe demo 2, and then this is where you paste in the code that you got. So publishable key and then secret key. So we have a publishable key and secret key. In case you want to reveal the secret key, you need to just use this one. I have a couple of accounts over here. I don't know which one I need to use. Anyway, you basically reveal this one, and then you come over here to Stripe, you press create, and then it will show up here. So now I'll just use the Stripe test account that I connected yesterday. This is it, guys. Now you connected a payment gateway. Now you need to choose it that you will be actually using this one. So you come over here to payment gateways, and then you can select in case you connected a PayPal account or a credit card. For a credit card, I want to choose my Stripe test account. And then this is where you can type in what's the percentage of the payments you want to take with Stripe, what's the percentage you want to do with PayPal, and then so on. So at this moment, I only have one account connected, and this is my Stripe account. So I want 100% of the payments to go with the Stripe account. This has been explained to me. I didn't have this issue before, but once you're new and you have a new account with Stripe or PayPal or payment merchants like these, they are very careful with you. They don't know in case you can do some fraudulent things, so they may block you. In case you do a high volume of sales, they can say, okay, we need to see if everything is okay, so we'll just block your account. So basically, you cannot access your money. This way, you can say, okay, I just want 50% of payments to do with Stripe in case they block me, so I can have 50% done with another merchant account, so that I can still access some of my money. So this is a very good option in case you're working with a couple of merchant accounts. At this moment, as this is a test account, I will just set up 100% of the payments to go to this test account. Okay. In case you have any more questions on this one, please let us know. There's nobody better than this to answer than Donna. Basically, Donna saw this happen before, that the these merchant companies blocked the merchant account. So it is very important that this option is available in GrooveSell. Now we're in the Contents tab, guys. This is where we will be setting up the sales page, and this is how our sales page looks like. We'll just paste in our, or basically type in the domain that we published it on. Yeah, I moved it out. So we just come over there and then copy over the link that we published our site on. And this is the link. Sales page URL. So https://boom.groovepages.com/lemonade2. Okay, this is our sales page. The thank you page is the one that we just created earlier. Will be this and then TY. You can set up different thank you pages. Let's say somebody buys a bottle of one bottle of lemonade, and then you can type on your thank you page, thank you for your order of the bottle of lemonade. Your bottle is coming soon, or something like this. So then you take this basically domain and paste it over here. For the lemonade subscription, you can create another thank you page that will say, thank you for your for subscribing to the lemonade subscription. Thank you or we are happy to have you as our customer. In case you need some help or want to cancel your subscription, click here, do this, do that. So you can set up different thank you pages for your different products that you set up, for different price products. So as you can see, this was a subscription that we set up, and this was the one-time payment of 1 bottle. But I will not be setting up separate thank you pages. I'll just go with the one that I have created now. So I will just paste in both over here. The refund period, you can set up what's the refund period in case somebody would like to ask a refund, and then basically you can set that up. I just put 7, and then in case you're using affiliates, this buffer period is basically the amount of time the affiliates need to wait before they can get their money out for helping you sell the products. This is something I will not be going into now. This is something that we will be mentioning later on once we do a video on affiliates, setting up the affiliate for your products. Let's just go over there, and then it needs to be a URL, so that needs a https://. Okay. Now it is a valid URL. Save and next. Okay, so this is a fun part. This consists of a couple of steps over here. So at this moment, we can only host our checkout on GrooveSell. So there's not much to choose here. We can choose the look and feel. There's a pink option, blue option, and a gray option. I just want to leave it as pink because it pops out a bit more than the other two. You can upload a product image that you, if you want, you can do that one over here. I'll just leave it as it is. So here you can set up some form fields. You can see that these first name, last name, email, and the country and state are grayed out. You cannot choose these ones. But in case you don't want to ask them for a phone number, you just click on this one. You don't need a company name in case you're selling lemonade, so I will not be asking them for one. But you can set up your custom fields here. For example, in case you're selling, I don't know, you're selling flowers online, you have a flower shop, and you want to know, do you need a vase, or do you need to have a special wrapping or something like that, then basically you can set up over here. For my lemonade product, I will set up just a number of bottles. This will not be used. I just want to show you how it looks like once we put a custom field over here. So in case you're selling something else, this is where you can set up the custom fields that will be asked on this step over here. So it will be asked in one of these steps. Okay, express checkout. You can choose use the full checkout experience, or you can activate straight-through payments. This will allow you to have one-click upsells. At this moment, I just want to do the normal, basic, full checkout experience. Cart abandonment. This is an interesting thing that you can do inside GrooveSell. You can set up an integration, and then if somebody clicks on buy, they fill in their name and email details, and then they just leave. Your cart abandonment, basically the email service that you're using, that you connect over here, would take over and then send emails to them. There's like, okay, you left the product in your cart. Would you like to continue with the process? You probably have better text or copy that you could use for a cart abandonment email, but this is a very interesting thing to have already built in, and then you can use it for your business. Some of the other platforms I used, they actually charge extra for this option. So you have it for free in GrooveSell. It's awesome. I will not be setting up this one now because this requires a whole separate video on that one. You can set up your CSS tracking, maybe analytics or Google Tag Manager or something like that. You can paste it in here. Legal, I will activate this one. Legal is something that once you're setting up a checkout over here, and then before the payment, it says, I agree to the terms of service and privacy policy, and then basically if the person doesn't check this box, they cannot purchase the things from you. Only they can go on and purchase the product once they click on this check mark button. I will set up this thing so you can see how it works later on. So I agree to enjoy my wonderful bottle of lemonade. Perfect. In case they don't click I agree that I will enjoy the bottle of lemonade, they cannot purchase the bottle of lemonade. So this is something that you can set up here. Most of the times it is used for legal stuff, so don't do this as I'm doing it now. I just want to show you where it will be shown. Language at this moment, only English is supported, more to come later on. Compliance at this moment, this one is not active yet. Exit, pop-up and testimonials are also coming soon, so there is nothing over here that you need to do at this moment. The next thing, order bumps. It is coming, it will be awesome, and I cannot wait for it. I will not explain it now because I want to save it later on for a video. Let's see. Funnel. This is something that you can set up in case you have upsells. So let's say if we go back to the example that I said, in case you're selling bread and you want the bread basically to come in a nice plastic bag or in a nice box, let's say, you can sell the bread and then upsell the nice box or plastic bag or whatever. This is basically what you can set up here. So instead of a thank you page, I want to send people to an upsell page. If somebody purchases the lemonade, one bottle, they actually finish with the purchase and then they're transferred over to your upsell page. This is where you can set up the upsell page. But at this moment, I don't want to do that one. I will just leave it on a thank you page that we set up. You can also enable tracking codes in case you're tracking clicks or separate products. Then you can set that up over here. Let's just go over to fulfillment. Fulfillment is something that is interesting, but it doesn't mean, so no access page, there's no digital product, download link or online content to give them access to. If you're selling a physical product, choose this option. So many people came over here and then said, oh my God, GrooveSell is only for physical products. I'm not selling physical products. At this moment, this only means that the other two options, so a downloadable file and a membership, are not created yet. That doesn't mean you cannot sell digital products. As you saw, once we set up our page, we transferred the people over to our thank you page where they will access their product that they purchased. So once somebody clicks over here, this is basically what they're paid for. So you can set up a downloadable PDF, an ebook, an audiobook, a printable, or whatever you're selling. You can set this up using a thank you page. Or the second option is using an integration. Integration means an email service provider. For example, you have MailChimp. MailChimp is a platform that is sending mass emails. You can set up an automation in MailChimp in case somebody subscribes to your certain list. Let's say you create a list in your email service provider, bought one bottle of lemonade. If somebody comes through this integration to your list of bought one bottle of lemonade, you can automatically make MailChimp send them an email with a download link or something like that. Basically, this is two options. You can set up a page where you will have your link, or you can set up an integration for your email service provider so that it actually automatically sends out an email with the download link, with basically the provider, the email provider that you would like to use for this purpose. There is also an option with webhook. I didn't explore this one, so basically you just need to put the URL and it should be working. You can set this up for separate products, but I didn't play around with webhooks, so I am going to do a video later on that one. So I just want to set up a no access page because I have my thank you page that will be handling the fulfillment of the product. Let's just go save and next. Affiliate program. This is a very good thing to have in case you're selling something that you want others to promote for you. So once you have an affiliate program, you need to manage these affiliates and everything. So this is a big topic. I will be probably doing a video on that one this week. So I don't want to go and create the affiliate program now. I will just leave it on no affiliate program at this moment. Proof at this moment, it's coming soon, and then finish. That's it, guys. We set up a product. We set up 2 pricing options. We set up the which page to be shown when. We set up our Stripe account. We set up basically everything that we need to do to be able to sell our product online. One more thing that I mentioned over here that I saw a couple of times asked in the Facebook page, other payment methods with Stripe. So we set up a Stripe testing account for payment, but there are other payment methods that you can activate within Stripe. So I just want to go back and then and I mentioned that one. Once you go over here to the settings tab, and then you scroll down, here there are payments and payouts. You can activate a couple different payment methods. Let me just, actually I don't need it. So people were asking about Ideal. You can also in Germany use GiroPay or GiroPay. I'm not quite sure how it says, how it's pronounced. You can set up Apple Pay, Alipay, so forth, WeChat Pay, and things like this. So this is all available within Stripe. As I'm in the test mode, I didn't activate my account. To be able to activate my account, I need to do certain tasks. I need to give them my tax ID. I need to basically go inside and then put in my business address and things like this. So you need to activate this first to be able to use the other payment methods, but it is possible. So once you click on the settings button over here, and then you scroll down to payment methods, this is where you can set up other payment methods like Ideal and Apple Pay and things like this within Stripe. So this is an important thing that many people were asking in the group. Let's go on and see where we are now. So we set up Stripe, we set up the thank you pages, and then step number 7, explain and set up a tracking code. This one is, I think, at this moment, the most important thing, because in case you don't set up the tracking code that you got here, you cannot track visitors, you cannot not track sales of this product. So it doesn't say it here. I think it would be a good idea to add it on what this does. You need to copy this tracking code, come over here to GroovePages, click over here in the right-hand side, this right-hand side, upper right-hand side, site settings, and then you can come over here to include codes. This is where you paste in the tracking code. This tracking code is very important so that you can actually look at the reports, who signed up, who purchased, how many purchases, how many visitors, how many this, how many that, inside GrooveSell. This is the important tracking code that will be tracking everything in regards to the sale of this product. So this is very important to set this up. It says paste this code in the body section of this product's sales page. So this is what you need to do. Head over to your product sales page and then include it in the body. Okay, so you just paste it in and then save. I just usually click a couple of times to make sure that it is saved, and then it is now saved. I will click publish, and now once somebody visits or somebody comes and actually wants to purchase this product, we can track the visits, we can track the sales, we can track basically everything in regards to this product. Perfect. So now we're finished with this one. We can go back to our dashboard. Let's just go back to our funnels and the product funnels that we created. And this is the live 8 demo that we want to see. This is basically what we have now. Let me just turn this off. And in case you want to embed it on your site, I thought that you just need to press this button and then you're good to go. However, this is to copy over the tracking code that we just pasted over here in the site settings. So this is the button we are looking for. We need to activate this button to be able to embed it to our site. So the way we do that is we click here to our product funnels and click here to action and then make live. Once we click make live, we will get an option to set up the page where we want to have the sales page, because we need to process the payments on GrooveSell hosted page. So this is where we set up the subdomain. Let me just type in here David Lemonade. Okay, so this is the only place where I use this phrase, David Lemonade. I want to just make sure you see where this is going. So this is where we set up the subdomain. Now we can see that it is live. It is not saying any more draft. Once we come here to manage product, this cart option is live. We can click on here, and this will get us this option menu that we want. So I want to offer all the prices that we set up. So the two prices, so the one bottle of lemonade or the subscription. So I want to set up a multi-price checkout and then a multi-step checkout. Multi-step means that you don't have everything on one page. That basically the checkout widget form would be very, very tall. In case you do multi-step checkout, it's separated in different sections. So cart, contact, billing, payment, and then finish. In case you just do one step, everything would be on the one widget on the page, but it would be very tall. So I actually like this multi-step checkout better. Here you can choose which products you would like to sell and then generate link. As you can see now, this is davidlemonade.groovesell.com checkout. Once we go to this option, you can see that this is the subdomain we set up earlier. Once it asked what subdomain you want to use. So you can set up here the subdomain that you would like. Let's say your company's name is Mark's Auto Shop and you are selling auto parts. In case you want, you can put a subdomain marksautoshop.groovesell.com, and then this would be your checkout page. The subdomain is important. You can brand it for your own business, or you can basically do it so that it matches your own brand or your own domain. We have two options: hosted checkout or embed into your own page. So I just want to copy over this one and then bring it over here. So this is the step where we will be, we get the link and then we are embedding the checkout and the checkout button. So let me just show you how we get rid of the placeholder and embed the checkout into the page. So we copied over this code and we are going over here to this checkout widget that we pulled in from the Elements tab. This is the last one, the checkout embed. So once we click on this one, we click here to configure. I don't want to use a placeholder image. I want to use an embed code. And then this is where I just paste in my embed code. You can see this update is grayed out. You can just go back with the arrow keys and then it will appear. Once I click update, it is loading in our checkout widget. This is it, guys. We just created the product, we embedded it to our page, and this is how it looks like. We still need to modify it a bit to look nicer on the page, but this is most of the things that I wanted to show you. Let's just go over there to the buy button page that we created that looks similar to this one and connect this buy button to our product. So for that one, we don't need the embed code, but we need only just this link. Okay, so we copy this link we head over to our buy button page, and we will connect this button. When it's pressed, it will transfer the customers over to the purchase page. So here in the button configuration tab, we have the text of the button is buy now, and we want to set up a URL redirect. We paste the link over that we copied from GrooveSell, checkout page link, and then we want to open this in a new tab. Okay, so let me just come over here. I'll just press the arrow buttons a couple of times so this actually reveals itself, so it becomes pink. And then let's just click update and then save and publish. I want to just make sure that it is published correctly. And we're good to go, guys. This is how it looks like. Let me just head over to this page and then see if we had everything connected correctly. Boom. Okay, so this happens because we published the page and then it didn't come live yet. Oh no, I need to press this one. Let's publish it again. It was my mistake. I didn't click the host your site with us. Let's try to load it in again. Yeah, I just clicked the host your site with us and it needs a couple of minutes to be published. This was my mistake from the beginning. I didn't press this button. So let's just click on it one more time and then wait a bit so that we can actually test it out. So what we did, guys, and we built out the page, we created the product, we embedded it here to our page over here. We made another page that has a buy now button. Once this is clicked, it will transfer over the customers to the product page, and then this is the thank you page they should get if we set up everything correctly. So let's just see if we are live and we can see the page. Boom. Okay, server error happens sometimes. Let's just see if it happens again. Okay, so it says server error, for example. I don't know what could have happened, but I just refreshed the page and then it worked. So let's test this out. Now we are on the step 9 where we need to set up the self-billing. Let's just test this first and then we'll move back to the self-billing option. Okay, so I want to buy 1 bottle of lemonade. I click continue. I will type in my details. Testing is my last name. I will just, okay, this is my email. I'm sure that I want to buy this bottle, and then let's go on. I want to fill in this with some dummy information, and this is where the custom field appears. As you saw earlier, we set up a custom field, so you can ask your customers whatever you would like using these custom fields. So this is where it appeared. You can ask them different things related to your business. I didn't have an idea what to do. I just wanted to show you that this appears here in this billing information part. So let's just continue to our payment information. As we set up Stripe, but we have a testing account at this moment only. We have the option to type in 4242424242424242 as much as it comes out, as much as you can put in, and then for the month you just put any valid month. So for example, I want to put December 2024, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, anything basically. So 42424242 is the card number that we need to put in to be able to test this out, and any valid month, any CCV, and then any zip code over here. This is just for test purposes. We typed in our legal information. So if somebody doesn't click this one, they cannot purchase. This is where you can put I agree to the terms of service and the privacy policy by clicking the complete purchase. I agree, and then they can click the purchase button. Let's just see what happens once we click the purchase. It's processing. It's using the Stripe credit card. This is the test credit card that we are using. Payment successful, redirecting. Okay, bam. We purchased the product. We got to the thank you page. We were already redirected to the thank you page, and then we can access our product here. This is in case you're selling digital products. And what I'm waiting on here is for one email to show up. Once this shows up as 9, that means I received an email. Here we go, 9. And we received an email for the confirmation that this product was purchased from this person with this email on this date. This is the ID, and this is the amount basically that we got. So that means that it is working. So boom, as Dwight Antonio Perry says, boom. Basically, we finished. We set up a product. We set up the pages. We set up a thank you page that actually everything worked out. We received an email from GrooveSell that we successfully did the transaction. So let me just see. There is Dawn asking, can we use that Stripe credit card number? Yes, Dawn, in case you have a test Stripe account set up, as I showed you here, 424242 is basically as much as it goes, as many times as you can put in 42 as the credit card number, any valid date and month in the future. So I usually put 2024, 2023, and then any CCV or CVV, the three numbers on the back of the page, and then any zip code there, and then you can test out the Stripe account. This is a sandbox account just for testing. Yeah, so we are missing one more step that is very important. I want to show you set up self-billing dashboard. I will show you what I mean by that. So let's come over here back to our GrooveSell account. As you can see here, this is the product that we set up, Lemon 8 demo. We can come over here to settings. Well, we're here on funnels. We click settings, and then this is the self-billing dashboard we need to set up. You can, at this moment, you cannot change this URL. It doesn't work. So this is the link we will need to work with. What you have here, David Lemon, do you provide a recording of your videos? Yes, every video I record has a replay in the Facebook group and on YouTube. So I'm talking about the billing option over here, which was in the funnels, and then settings option over here. You can allow your customers who purchase from you to download the invoice, or in case you're selling a subscription product, to update the credit card, or maybe they want to ask for a refund. You can basically just decline a refund in case you're selling something like a test product or something that you don't want to offer a refund option. You can just disable that one. You can also allow the cancel subscription, because I set up a product that has a subscription. I want people to be able to cancel their own subscription. Okay, once I click save, let's just go over to this link and then see what it does. As you remember from my email, let's just see if it's still here. It's not here anymore. I used my email address, this one. Okay, this is just an email address I created for testing purposes while I was testing the GroovePages platform. I'm waiting now here for an email. This needs to be 10, and then I will go inside and actually show you what we get. Okay. Please check your email for login info. Let me just see. I still didn't receive anything here. Here we go. So we received an email for customer portal access. It says, we received a request to access customer billing portal. Please click here to access the billing portal. Once you click over here, you can access the portal with the email that you purchased with. So you can see these are the purchases that I created, that I had with my email, the test email. So the last purchase I did was for Lemon 8 demo for $2. it says that it is paid. And once I come in, I have some options here. I can see that I use Stripe. This was the date. This was the price point. This was the gateway. I can ask for a refund over here as a customer. And I can also download the invoice. Let me just download the invoice so I can show you how this looks like. So I'm downloading the invoice. And this is my invoice for the lemonade demo product that I just purchased during the test run for $2. This is how it looks like. Okay. So I can also ask for a refund, but I have a couple of other things here. So I can see the customer info. So this is the information they have on me. This is what I filled out, basically. The information, my address, my county, my email, my name, my IP address, and everything like this. In case I purchased the product through an affiliate, in case I clicked on somebody's affiliate link, it would show up here. At this moment, I didn't purchase this product through an affiliate, so this is why it doesn't show up. But this is billing.groovesell.com/my purchases. This is where you can go also to edit your purchase of GrooveFunnels. For example, in case you signed up for a free account, as I did for this email, then you can also download your invoice here. Yeah, guys, so basically that is it. We went through all of the steps, and the last thing that we are left to do is just a Q&A. So we tested everything out, we made the purchase, and I showed you then this self-billing dashboard where you can access your receipt, ask for a refund, cancel the subscription in case you purchased a subscription product. That's basically it. So yeah, let's just see in case we have any comments, questions that we need here. Okay, so Donna, are you still here? Do we have any questions for me to answer? Okay, I think Donna had to leave, so we'll just need to see if we have any more. Yeah, Donna had to leave. Let's just go over here and then see if we have any questions for. Okay, Don says, I would do a private Facebook group until we can do a GrooveFunnels membership. That way you aren't paying for external support until then. You can do that one as well, Don. Yeah, this is a good idea. Do we need to change the test code for Stripe? How do you mean, do we need to change the test code? So once you set up Stripe, once you sign up for a Stripe account, you get your own keys, your publishable key and then the test key. This is the thing that you need to use in GrooveSell so that you are able to test your product. Once you activate your account in Stripe, once you actually go and want to activate it, so you can actually make money selling your products, so it is not a test account anymore, you will need to set up another account, another Stripe account, or basically you will need to use the publishable key and the secret key from Stripe for the live account. So you will have in GrooveSell a test Stripe account and a live Stripe account. Okay, I hope that answers your question. How do we customize the email? At this moment, there is no options for customization. This will be probably available once GrooveMail is out. Let me just make myself a bit bigger. So once GrooveMail is out, you will be probably able to go inside and edit the email, how it looks like, what it says, maybe your own your domain and your logos and things like this. At this moment, it is not yet out. GrooveMail is not yet published, so we cannot work with our emails at this moment. Is there a way to have members prepay funds into an account and then deduct purchases? At this moment, it is not an option. In case you would like, you can go ahead and request it. So feedback.groovefunnels.com. Once you come over here, let me just make it a bit bigger. You can come over here to GrooveSell feature requests. Then you can just type in prepay or whatever you would like. In case there is no features requested like this, you can just request it on this side over here. Okay. Can you click on the cancel onto on, so they ask, so they can ask to cancel, but then we can manually cancel, or can we automate to GrooveMail and send them email saying they will lose? Yeah, that's a good question. So before somebody cancels, I would suggest you to send out a separate email to them. Try to keep them as a customer. It is not the best option to turn this on, and then whoever wants, you can cancel anytime. There are some products for software or I don't know, some membership where you need to provide let me just open this one, where you need to provide a cancellation option so that they actually go in and cancel whenever they want. But there are times where you want to maybe automate the way that you actually get the customer to stay a bit longer. This way you can set up an integration. In GrooveMail, it will be probably integrated already. Most probably will. So that before you lose the customer, you can let them know, hey, I'm sorry, tell us what you don't like, and things like this. Don says you can still use landing page and Stripe to collect funds and then allow them in the group. Correct, you can do that one. I have a question here. Can I insert a video not from YouTube inside my website by GroovePages? Yes, you can. We'll just go over here to Facebook. I want to show you, I recorded a video on this one earlier. There was a live stream on that one. Once you come over here to the Groove Digital group, I just want to cancel this out. Here, there are popular topics in posts. So when I do some training like this, what I'm doing now, I usually put them in topics. So I did live demo on this one on how you can use your own video. So once you click on live demos, you can see all the videos that I created. And then one of these is a video where I talked about putting in videos on your page. You can also search for here. You can see adding videos to your sites and GroovePages. So I suggest you to go inside and watch this video. It goes into depth on how you can go and embed your videos from other sites. At this moment, we have inbuilt Vimeo and YouTube videos that you can use, but with using the embed code, you can use other platforms as well. Let me just say, if when a customer asks for a refund or on a given product, will GrooveFunnels allow me to block her email or IP address from buying the same product over and over again forever? This is a good question. I didn't see this option yet. I think that this is a good feature that should come to GrooveSell. So what I suggest you to go and actually ask for this feature. I don't know if this was already asked, but this is a good feature to be added onto GrooveSell. So you can set up a product only to be purchased once, or to be able to, for people to be able to purchase it multiple times. This is a good one. I suggest you to request it over here. Is the self-billing also available for users of Groove Digital products? Correct. As I showed you here earlier, using this email that I was using for testing, I set up a free account on GrooveFunnels. As you can see, this will be the first one. It says price is 0, but status is paid. So this is when I signed up for the free GrooveSell account, and then this is where you can get your details. In case you have a platinum account that you paid for in the GrooveFunnels, basically when you purchase the GrooveFunnels product, you can come here and then get your invoice on this page. We can just download a video from our computer directly into the web page. Unfortunately not. GroovePages doesn't have a hosting at this moment. I'm not quite sure if this is coming or not. Groove Video will probably allow you to import your videos that you have on your computer, but more info on that one. I don't have all the information on the upcoming Groove Digital products, so I wouldn't be able to answer you that one. Let's just have answer a couple more questions, and then I just want to wrap this up. This is a 2.5 hour, I think 1.5 hour video now. when Groove Email is expected to launch in July, mid-July. If they ask for a refund, they mean that they would still have a digital product, which means they would have it downloaded. As I have training videos to sell, which are MP4, is it bad to state no refunds in those circumstances? Actually, no. Most of the customers they purchase from you, they will be honest and trustworthy customers. So in case you do all this, I'm afraid paranoia thing, I'm afraid it will be like sent to other friends and wherever it will be multiplied on the internet. People could believe that you're not focused on helping them, you're focused on making money. So what I suggest is to use these services where people cannot get your link. For example, put them on YouTube, put the video as unlisted and embed it to your page. This way they cannot easily get the link from YouTube and things like this. So I don't suggest sending out MP4s. I suggest creating a page, or later on a membership page. Now you can embed it to just a normal GroovePages page, and then just send them the link to this page. This way they cannot easily take it from there, but it is on the page. It is more controllable from you. Later on, when Groove Member and Groove Video are out, this will be much simpler then. David, can you assist with issues on GrooveCart as well? At this moment, I don't want to go into GrooveCart. This is a build for GrooveSell and GroovePages. Is there an easy way to view just the comments Q&A for this video later? Yes, so all the comments will be staying below the video, and Q&A, just basically you will be able to scroll to the end of the video to watch only that part. I have a couple of hello, David. Do the comment people are making come with a recording? So in case I am showing them like here below my mouse over here, then yes. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very much for coming. I just wanted to mention that next Monday, I will be building out an one-page website for a local business on GroovePages. So in case you're interested in this one, in case you have a local business selling jewelry, flowers, you have a hair salon, you're selling auto parts, you're selling something that has a physical location on Google Maps, or you have a physical location on a street or somewhere, and you're basically looking for a solution to build out your web page with an about section, with a contact us, with a this, with that, please come next Monday. We will be working on a page that you will be able to use for your own business. Rob, I am receiving millions of questions for your affiliate build out. I saw it for the first couple of million times already. I will be doing that one. Please be patient. I know you need it, but it is just being updated. I don't want to do a broken video and then just, this wouldn't be a best idea. So please, Rob, you can stop with affiliates. I have it on my list. It is coming. Just please don't have to type any more affiliate build. I know about you. I have you in my mind. Don't have to mention it anymore. Dwight says, thank you. Thanks, man. I'll be there. Thank you for the training. Thank you guys for being here. I hope it was easy to understand. I hope you will be able to rewatch it and then do step by step in case you need some help. Please join us on Monday for this one-page build out. I would really go and show these local businesses that are at this moment struggling with the coronavirus crisis and everything, how they can go and then build out a lovely web page that they can promote for their own business. So thank you very much, guys, for being here. I love when you're here. I love when you're communicating with me over the comments. And yeah, see you in the group. I hope it was nice to watch and I wasn't very boring. But yeah, you know where to find me. See you in the group, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.